Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Who What Now Gaming Podcast. Podcast for consumers by consumers, where we ask the questions: who are you? What got you into gaming? And what type of gamer are you now? I am your humble host, Josh Stewart, and today we have Twitch streamer, content creator, all over TikTok, absolutely killing it. Super cool, very entertaining. I would like to introduce Kingsgaming352. What up, dude?
What's going on with you?
How's it going?
Man, it's going good on this marvelous Sunday.
Yeah, dude. Hey, well, I think we should just like dive right into it here. I'd like to, kind of open the floor here for you to really just allow, the viewers and listeners of the show to, kind of hear about like, what you're all about. Who are you?
I'm a young humble man from Ocala, Florida. I've been Twitch streaming now for going on. I might have had my Twitch anniversary. It might have been my 2-year anniversary now.
Nice.
Constantly growing and growing and growing. And, I'm a husband, I'm a father. And, I've been gaming for a long time since I was a kid. So, and actually, my friend actually put me on to Twitch and was like, "Hey, man, you need to get on out there, start streaming, and I think you making something out of it since you've been gaming for a while."
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. How did so what initially got you into like gaming? Was there like a moment your younger self, you sitting there one day, you've came across a game that you're like, "Oh, this is gaming to me." Like what was the start of your like gaming life?
Man, honestly, I'll probably have to say when I was in the 6th or 7th grade.
Nice.
Granted, my cousins had like, I think this was around the time like the PlayStation 2 had came out, and my mom, she really couldn't get me one. So like one day I came, one day after school, I was home and whatnot, and mom was, she was out, she say shopping, and she
Mhm.
came through the door and like with like a Nintendo 64, and like ever since
Yeah.
then, yeah, man. So yeah, real throwback. So
Yeah,
and a lot
that's
of
where it's
people don't
at.
know about that. So it was like she had got me a Nintendo 64, and she came with I had like the old Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, dude.
I forgot which one it was. I had the Mario game.
Yep.
Um, I might have had NFL Blitz, and what other game? It's a real throwback. Banjo and Kazoo.
Yeah, dude. Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, dude.
yeah, man. So
Yeah,
that
that's where it's
ever since
at.
then, that got me started. Then I went like to Game Boy, the Game Boy Advance. Then I was able to get my PlayStation 2 finally. And ever since then, man, I've just been gaming. Like staying up all night playing games and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's where it's at. Yeah, I started Nintendo 64 also.
Hmm.
That was my first console, and that was so good. I still remember. I don't. There's times where I don't even think they make games like that anymore. Like those where they just like they put out like the whole game all together, and then
Right,
you buy it, you play it, you enjoy it, and then like when the game's done, like you've played everything on the game,
right.
and it was awesome. It was the best, dude. That's awesome. So where is your where have we gone from those gaming days to what you stream now?
Um, from then to now, at first, when I started streaming, I was like, playing Madden 22 when I actually first started streaming. So, and then like I started out, I was like, man, I gotta switch it up. Then Harry Potter came out, the little Harry Potter game came out. So I was
Yeah.
like, all right, it's time to switch it up. And since then, it's like when I started playing Harry Potter, I started to get like more followers and more viewers. And I actually I work at the school system, and a lot of my kids at school be like, "Hey, I seen you was on stream. You was playing Harry Potter. You need to play that more. I'm trying to. I can't get the game, but I wanna see how it is. So keep on playing." Ever since then, I became a variety streamer. So
Hell yeah, dude. That's where it's at. Yeah, that game was good. I liked it, but I think you brought up a really good point. Like, that's part of the joy of having the ability to be a streamer. Like you said, like there's going to be some viewers who maybe don't have access to the game or haven't been able to get the game yet, or just want to, like, they don't know if they want to spend the money yet to be able to play the game. And then you get, the streamer perspective where you're going in there and
mhm.
you're playing the game, you're enjoying the game, and it's like, it's nice because it's almost like that advertisement for the game, but also, like, we get to see as consumers what the game is going to be like, and we get to experience it through you to be able to enjoy that and make our, like, decisions and stuff. And so that's awesome. That's super
Right.
awesome.
hmm
Yeah, I love that, dude. So you say, so what are you at, like, now? Like, where are we? Like, what's your favorite thing to stream right now?
Currently, I'm in a mix between EA College Sports 25 and Call of Duty, but I'm more so been streaming EA Sports College 25 just because I've been waiting on that game for 10 years. Hey, I pre-ordered it, so it's like, I'm gonna get as much as I can out of it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, cherish it. But one game I'm actually looking forward to streaming, and it will actually, I think it came out today, or if I'm not mistaken, it's coming out in a couple of days, is Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's been on my radar. I haven't had a chance to like, see exactly when it's coming out yet, but yeah. I think it is out right now. I think it, like, maybe just came out. So yeah,
Okay, I
it's
have to
got to
check.
be, yeah, it's or at least like it's coming out, like, super soon.
Yeah. It's coming out. It's coming out real soon. So
Yeah, I've seen some, like, pre ratings on it so far, and it's looking really good. Like, that one's going to be solid. I'm pretty excited for that one.
a lot of people been talking about it. They said it has potential to be, game of the year. And if IGN talking about it being possibly being game of the year, then that's pretty big, considering the fact you still got Dragon Ball Sparking Hero. You still have, the Call of Duty 6 that's about to come out, which
Yep.
got a lot of new Omni movement. So I think I did a TikTok video on it, kind of like saying 2024 is the year of the gamer. We're gonna
Yeah.
be getting some new games, different stuff, things that we've been waiting on. So
100%. We were actually just talking about this on an earlier episode where there was a discussion where it's like, yeah, I feel like besides, like, maybe a very, very small slim picking of some games from like 2023 pulling into 2024, like, there has been a lot of games coming out for 2024, early 2025, that have been, like anticipated very highly.
right,
We've been looking for some games for quite a while, and a lot of these games have been, like, pushed back a couple of times, and a lot of them, especially like Call of Duty, has had a lot of, like, controversies behind them. Whether they've been dealing with the, like, industry, string ups, and then there was the whole, like, I don't know if you heard about the whole the cheating thing, and then they found the company that was basically sponsoring that was creating the cheats specifically
oh,
for. Oh, dude, it was nuts. It was
I did not
bad.
know that. I did not
Yeah.
know that. So there's a company out there that sponsors people to cheat.
Oh yeah, dude, check this out. Check this out. So there was so for the last couple of years, right? We're all sitting here playing Call of Duty, and we're like, there's no way that there are just these like kids out there just absolutely wrecking house through Call of Duty, especially like Warzone, right?
Right.
And so we're like, that guy's definitely cheating. This one's hacking. This one's whatever. And it's all like everybody, even the game companies were like, no, you just need to get better, you know? And we're all like, bullshit. Like, there is no way that we are like bad at this game, you know, kind of thing. And so then it finally came out that there was a company that was specifically creating the cheats that you could buy, like hacks that you could buy for like, you get this, it was like $300 a month as a subscription to get the hacks on your like PC and stuff to be able to just absolutely like wreck through Call of Duty. And so they got super sued. And it's been this like big old lawsuit and stuff. And so now they're trying to use it as part of like the marketing thing, being like, hey, we got this, you know, this game's going to be different.
Wow.
So I'm like, dude, it's a mess. It has been a mess.
Well, is it kind of like them guys like I also see on, you know, when I'm not streaming, like I'll be on TikTok and them guys that be playing Call of Duty and be using the wall hacks and stuff like that. Are those like the same guys?
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, they just, when they get like banned, they just able to make a new account.
Yeah, because that hack system isn't linked to your account. It's a link to a program on the you know, the computer. It's just a program. So all they got to do is they just got to make a new account and bam, it like the hacks don't go away. They got their stuff right there. Yeah, it was bad. It was a big blow up. It not good. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to Black Ops 6 like big time, but man, I really hope that they get this whole cheating and hacking shit under control, because like when Warzone first came out, dude, it was sick. I loved it.
Oh yeah.
Since then, it's a nightmare, and the same stuff is happening to like Apex Legends, and like other like big what do you call them, battle royale games and stuff.
Right.
And it's just getting it's getting nasty. Like it's rough.
Yeah.
But it's also, it's been years since we've had round based zombies, and honestly, that's where I'm at. Like I'm so pumped for that.
Yeah, me too.
It's gonna be so good, and I genuinely, like, I can't wait, and I am hoping so much that this game does not like shit the bed. Like I'm hoping this game is good.
I'm hoping they don't either. They first need to get the cheating under control. Once they get that done, then they'll be perfectly fine. Cause I got friends, you know, we all be in a PlayStation party. I might be playing my game, they be playing theirs, and it's like every 5 minutes, it's like, ain't no way I missed them shots. He glitched. Like my whole screen just froze, and like even I've seen one to where a guy, he shut down the whole server.
Yeah, I've seen that before too. Yeah.
Like, nah, bro. Like, it's not that serious.
Well, and the craziest thing is like now, like everybody's recording stuff all the time. Even like PlayStation stuff, like you can do the triple click thing and it'll clip stuff. So
Right.
like it's not like you can't prove that, you know, things are obviously going horribly wrong, you know?
Right.
And then you have like, you know, like these big, like huge big time like streamers who like do this, you know, 25 hours a day, you know, and they're just there. It's just constant nonstop, you know, clips of like, you know, this person just I saw one where somebody went to the top of a building and they were just holding the trigger down, and it was just glitching all over the place, and they were just getting headshot, and it was just like, it was all the aimbot stuff. It was like they're not even trying to hide it anymore. I've scrolled on TikTok before, and clear, like you'll come across like a live stream, somebody's got some aimbot stuff going on. You can see every single person on the Warzone map.
Right. Right.
And you're like, you're not even trying to hide it at this point, you know?
Right.
And I'm like, how are you just getting like that? And it has truly been like ruining my like Call of Duty experience. And I really wish that they need to fix it.
Right. Hopefully they'll be able to get it fixed. especially, you know what I'm saying. That's the big thing with Activision, or even that's just like with EA. Like if college, if college would have flopped or if it wouldn't have done so well, it would have been a rough time for EA. So I'm glad they kind of took their time, and even with like the Madden franchise, I haven't got that, but a lot of people were saying like Madden is just completely, 10 times slower than NCAA. And they're just, all they're doing is just copying and pasting from NCAA, which, it's expected. But,
Yeah.
they at least got to switch some things up.
Yeah, dude. Well, how you liking the college 2025? Like it's like I haven't had I haven't played it. But I am genuinely curious because I've been seeing a lot of buzz like on it. Like there's a lot of hype on the game. There's some people who are really enjoying it. I haven't seen much negative feedback or anything. So what do you think about it?
Um, well, like with any college, well, like with any game, it has its ups and its downs,
Okay.
but it has more ups than it do down. Like as far
That's
as
good.
just just the better horizon of offensive and defensive playbooks that you can use, customizing your playbooks, using, you know, team builder, or we've actually around here in my county, they've actually like built like the high school teams, and people are using like the high school teams to stream and stuff like that. So it's
Nice.
just it's just something different, and it's just a feel good, or even like it makes you feel like you're in the actual college stadium. Like I live like 30 minutes away from the Gator Stadium.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, then you go. I'm actually going to be going there for the 31st because I'm a Miami Hurricane fan. So, but
Nice.
the stadium pulse, it makes you feel like, oh snap, I'm actually in the stadium. It's rocking. So it actually gives you that college feel. Like, okay, I like this. Like it's making me like, ooh, I get chills down my spine when I'm actually playing the game. Like I
Hell
got something
yeah.
with it.
See, but that's where it's at. That's how you know the game is doing well
Hmm.
because it's the gamer experience. And I think that's what is so important, especially in like today's gaming and stuff.
Right.
And I would even say like to get that feeling, I mean they have to be pretty damn accurate on how like, everything's set up to the feel of it, to the weather. I did catch or I went over to your Twitch channel
Hmm.
and I saw your last stream. And I was the first thing that I noticed that I was actually like genuinely like super impressed about is how the game looks. It looks really, really well done. Like it's a stunning game.
Hmm.
I haven't had a chance to play it, but I will say, after watching your previous stream, like that's not usually the games that I play. I may actually pick this one up just to like give it a shot and like mess around with it. It
Yeah.
looks fun and
Yeah.
it looked like it was a good time and it was
Uh-huh.
smooth.
It's genuinely fun. The feature that I like mostly, I like the Ultimate Team feature. So it's like where, you can do the 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, you and your friends,
Yeah,
whoever y'all have, let's say for instance, you know, somebody might have Lamar Jackson or Tim Tebow at quarterback when they played in college, and one person the quarterback, the other person you might have, Ocho Johnson out there, Ocho Cinco out there, where receiver, or Travis Hunter or Mike Evans, and you have the chance to pass to your friends, and make a different clips, different highlights. A couple games has
yeah,
been fun. It's been intense. It's just different things you can do. Like they actually made the game. fun and enjoyable and gave it a great experience. So that's why like I'm okay, like I'm gonna keep playing this for a while.
Hey, nice. So in your experience so far, you've definitely had some time with this game. Obviously you've been streaming it, you're liking it.
Mhm.
What would you give this, like, as like if you were given the opportunity to professionally rate this game, where would you put it?
I would give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Damn.
So the one point that's stopping it is because certain players are cheat codes on there. Like they like
Oh yeah.
Jalen Milrose from Alabama and just the whole Georgia football team are cheat codes. So and Travis Hunter too. So that's the only thing. That's the only thing. They made him too OP.
Damn. I mean that's a pretty damn good a score. That's a good game. I'll give it to you. I'll definitely have to check this one out. Hey, when you're streaming, uh, walk me through, like, do you do any like preparations for a stream? How do you go about it, and what's like generally your vibe when going about streaming?
Um Me, since I'm a night streamer, late night streamer.
Yeah, me
My
too.
routine is, just make sure I eat something. Most importantly, I might have me like a little dessert before I stream. Got me something to drink so I won't be up and out, up and out, up and out of my chair and whatnot. And just, mentally just be like, all right, let's see how the night goes. Either I'm gonna have a good night or I'm gonna have a bad night. And most of the time, I might have a good night, but sometimes I done had a few bad nights. So
Yeah,
I just just keep it pushing, keep moving forward when I'm playing the game.
sure. I mean, yeah, that comes with the territory. You eventually, you can't. You're bound to have a couple of bad nights, especially when going through doing, like, there's a level in which we kind of go through where there is, whether, we had a long day, and we're just trying, we want to stream, but maybe the energy level is not up there, or maybe, like I've played, I like a lot of the Dark Souls games, like the real, like, challenging ones, and sometimes, man, you get into those and you're just you're like halfway through a stream and all you want to do is break a controller, but you can't freak out, like that. It's
Right,
like the worst thing you could do is just lose your shit. So it's like
right.
you gotta like kind of keep a level head and stuff. Um, so how do you deal with well, have you dealt with burnout yet, or those like frustrating moments where you just like you don't know how you're gonna handle it?
Um, yeah, it's been a times to where I know when I first started, like I was like streaming every single day, and it's
Oof.
just kind of like that. I kind of like got addicted to it. Like, all right, I'm gonna stream every single day. I'm gonna stream every single night. I'm gonna just keep going, keep going, keep going until like I blow up. And then I had to come to realize, like, man, I need my rest. Like, I need to let me let me make a schedule. And then I'm like looking at other streamers. Oh, they only stream 2 or 3 days a week and they have this many views and that many people, and I'm like, yeah, I'm burnt out. I know I'm burnt out. I'm
Yep.
tired. So eventually, like I realized, man, I gotta start getting sleep. So now I got me like just a little schedule, But I still sometimes do just get on the game and just watch my boys play or
Sure.
just different stuff like that.
Nice. What's your streaming schedule right now?
Um, right now I just try to do Monday through Thursday,
Nice.
just 10 p.m. until till I get off,
Nice.
and
That's not bad.
then every Saturday, then every other Saturday or Sunday, I'll get on at like 10 p.m. until like maybe 12, just to all right, how everybody doing, Hope
Yeah.
everybody enjoy their weekend. We just come in and just vibe out.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, honestly, at least in my experience, that's a great way to like build the community.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. Sometimes it is nice just to kind of get on there and just chat for a while. Just enjoy hanging out with like your community and stuff. How you enjoying like the community? Has everything been pretty like positive, or has there been a couple like negative experiences? I'm always really curious about that because I'm still a very small Twitch streamer. I only very recently started streaming. So like I have been doing the podcast a bit longer than I have been streaming.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been curious to know that like, those who have been doing it much longer than I have, if there have been nights where like you just like maybe some, rogue like chatter jumps in and just like causes mayhem.
Um, Personally, I have never. I'm a knock on wood. I've never had a I've never had like a insane chatter come through or nothing like that. For the most part, most of my streams have just been funny streams. Me and the guys laughing, everybody listen to my party chat. Just enjoying ourselves. But I have gotten like comments on like videos, like especially like TikTok and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's like I've gotten take your old ass to bed, or why the hell you playing this game? I'm like, bro, I'm 29, and you're hiding.
Yeah,
You're hiding behind a phone or a computer right now. Like, come on, bro.
man.
I've
Well,
I've,
I mean,
I've had my days. I've had my days.
yeah. I mean, it's good to know that you have like a pretty positive outlook on it, though. I mean,
Oh
I
yeah.
think that's probably the best like thing that you could have. Not letting it get to you, not letting not letting definitely the comments like eat away at you and stuff. So I mean that's pretty good. Especially I think it's really fun when like I'll be scrolling across like others like videos and stuff, and then I'll go to the comments and I'll just see a bunch of people just talking completely out their ass, and and you're like, what do you like? You're specific. I don't even know how to say it. Like it is so frustrating just to see this happen. You're like, what are you talking about? I saw one where somebody was like, hey, if you really enjoy, this stuff, don't forget to check out my next video or something. And somebody was like, I didn't even like watching this video. And I'm like, but you still watched it. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like you still stayed long enough to A, watch the video, and then B, comment on the video.
Right.
Like realistically, it's TikTok. Like you could just keep scrolling. Like it takes literally no time. You spent more time telling me how much you don't like the video than you did just ignoring the video. You know what I mean? Like,
Like the big thing is like everybody wants to be like that big internet troll. And
yeah,
it's like, I look at it as like, okay, let's say somebody having a bad day, like a real bad day on the game, and they're live streaming. Next thing you know, you see them throwing everything and breaking thousands of dollars worth of equipment. And it's like, to the person that's watching or doing the trolling, they think that's funny. But when that person not mad no more, it's like, bro, I just destroy all my equipment. So that's why most of the time, like, I have my moderators just ban them,
hey, there you
ban
go.
them, ban them, ban them, just
Yup.
away.
Yeah, dude. Mods are so important to a stream,
Right.
and they do so well at what they do, and it's nice that like especially like Twitch sets it up so that it's almost like they can do the best at what they do effortlessly,
Mm-hmm.
and it's nice. It is nice to see like that the ability to kind of take the control is so easily accessible.
Right.
Yeah, it's nice. So what is I always like to ask, what is like the most memorable thing that you've had happen so far in your streaming experience? Like, was it like maybe there was one where it was just top notch, best stream you've had yet? Like, what is something super memorable, always sticks in your mind about it?
I'm still small, so it's like I had got like 10 or 11 viewers. Like to me,
Hey,
that made me feel
nice.
like, man, that's gonna be my all-time favorite stream. We had people in there chatting, you know what I'm saying? People talking junk, people just, oh, run with this team, play with this team, just a good vibe, just, laughing, just having a great time, laughing, and just an overall great experience. And that was honestly like maybe a couple weeks ago in
Nice.
and I think like my that one video I had like that one VOD I had like 89 views in total
Nice.
on it. So to me that was exciting. Like I was like I like to like on NCAA like I play on Heisman. That's the most hardest difficulty. Like it's and I was playing quarterback and like I coach football, so I made a bet with my football team. You know, if I win, y'all have to do a certain amount of push-ups and run.
Right.
If I lose, I'll do them. So everybody
Nice.
just tuned in. You got
Yeah.
people cheering for the other team. You got some people cheering for me. So it was just a great overall time.
That's awesome. It also sounds like there was a lot of stakes on how practice the next day was going to go.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, most definitely.
Hey, that's awesome. That's super awesome. How do you like streaming? Like, is it? I guess that's a pretty generic question, but I like how is it for like you? Like, where's the inspiration to continue going every single day, every single week? Like, what motivates you to continue on this path?
Honestly, what motivates me is just networking, just meeting different, different personalities, and just overall like having fun. Like me personally, I like to
Yeah,
make people laugh on my stream. So like I tell people, listen, if you join my stream chat and you listening to my party, be careful because you never know what I might say, what my homeboys might say. So just come in, try and have a good time. Like give me 90 seconds of your life to either make you mad, make you cry, make you laugh, or just make you happy.
dude, that's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. I that might be that might genuinely be one of the best answers I've heard since doing this project. That is damn good. I
Thank you.
really like that. I respect that a lot. Well done.
Thank you.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you have that mindset. I think there is a lot of streamers out there, especially like today since 2020. Honestly, since like everything shut down, everybody started getting like trying to find that itch and that what do you call that, like entertainment perspective, and I think there's a lot of people who uh don't understand that there's equal time in a grind, in networking, in trying to be entertaining while trying to like find time
Mm-hmm.
to actually stream and stuff. And it really is a dedication. Like you may be live for like a couple of hours, but there is prep time, whether it be making sure that your equipment's going to work, whether it be that whatever your setup is, like drinks, snacks, like you said, just maybe having like a dessert or something. Like you want to be there to be entertaining, but also you got to take care of yourself. I
Right.
mean, personally, I usually sit down, start a stream, I've got like 3 drinks in front of me. I got like some kind of energy drink or something, maybe like a coffee. I got a whole water bottle, and then I just have like a glass of tea, just to
Right.
like I constantly I'm always drinking something, but like I have to. It's like how I'm gonna be able to remain focused on just playing the games and stuff.
Right. Right. Right.
So do you have any like future plans for maybe like upcoming streams, maybe future of your stream, games that are going to be coming out, or are you gonna like? I mean, you did say that in the beginning that you are a variety streamer.
Mhm.
So where do your variety interests lay?
Um, I most definitely, like I said, I most definitely will be getting oh, excuse me, Black Myth Wukong, just because I like the whole anime. I like the whole anime, the old, the old history, the old games, like the history books they turn into games.
Hell yeah,
Like
dude.
it's based off the book, The Journey to the West, and it's
Yep.
like different things with the Monkey King, and I'm like, okay, I like that. Like as far as like shape shifting, you can cast like it's always action, just from the trailers.
Yeah, it's
Um,
very deeply seated in lore.
hmm
It's
And
gonna be
then,
awesome.
another game I've been waiting on, for years, big anime heads, like the Dragon Ball Z, the Tenkaichi Budokai
Yeah.
series,
Oh my
Sparking
god,
Hero.
I'm
I've been waiting
so
on
pumped
that.
for that one.
Yeah. So I've been waiting on that, and a lot of people been talking about it and whatnot. But I don't think people understand how big this game is going to be. And then, of course, Black Ops.
Yeah,
Black
dude.
Ops.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be so good. How much time do you spend like going into not necessarily like researching a game, but like when a game is announced, right? And they're like, oh, this is going to be, the game of the year is going to be the biggest thing ever, whatever. And then you have those who play test the game and then they get those reviews. And then the like game informing companies, they get, their hands on it and they do their reviews. And then after a while, you just get like so many different opinions and stuff. Where do you like go into that? Do you follow all of those reviews, or do you just wait for the game to come out to make your own decisions?
Um, some reviews I follow, like the IGNs, like
Yep.
I follow them a little bit. But most of the time, I just like to test it out and play it myself. Um, for instance, it was a recent one that came out. The Kingdom Hearts 3 when that came out.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people, had like their mixed reviews on it. And, like I was playing the Kingdom Hearts series since I was like, So I just ultimately I waited. Then I was like, okay, well let me test it out. Tested it
Yeah.
out, and I was like, man, I love this game. Like it reminds me of the old Kingdom Hearts. So, but most time I don't. I just go on my own judgment. Cause
Good.
whatever somebody else don't like, I may love.
1000%. Could not agree with you more. Also, Kingdom Hearts, it damn good. Uh, Great selection. Like, big fan. Um,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like. I'm really looking forward to the Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. That one's gonna be absolutely fantastic, especially because like I am like a Dragon Ball Z fan. I've been like keeping up with the show. I like that as each game progresses, we're keeping up with like the next transformation of like Goku and Vegeta and stuff, and like really following through with everything.
Right.
And so I'm super pumped, especially since like I think what was it their last game, Kakarot, I think was like it was you could do like Ultra Instinct, but it was more of like a DLC thing, and it was kind
Yeah.
of just like an added on. Like there was no real purpose for it to be in the game.
Right.
Whereas this, it actually does seem like we're following suit, and so I'm so pumped for it.
I just my biggest thing is I hope they just do Toriyama justice, just because, man, like they got their work cut out for them. Like Lord forbid the game flops, they're gonna receive a lot of hell from a lot of people.
Uh, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Like,
If
man,
that is a solid point. If this thing flops, they're fucked. Like it's not gonna be good.
it's over with.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be awesome. Or at least I hope so. It could.
I hope.
Yeah.
I mean, from what it looks like, it looks great.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying like, and this where the reviews come in, like the comments. A lot of people are saying, oh, they just got the same fight system as Kakarot, and they just changed it up.
Mm,
Now, and I looked at it and I was like, nah, man, they ain't do all. Nah, I'm not finna look at it because y'all just gonna make me mad.
right.
But
Right.
what I did like so far, what they did with the updates, it made it to where like you can switch up characters in the story. I've seen that.
Nice.
To give example, like when Goku and Piccolo fought rabbits in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like I think I seen somebody to where it had Krillin kill rabbits or Master Roshi kill rabbit. So it's like, okay, that's different, to switch it up, change the
Hell yeah.
timeline a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever play what was it called? Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. I really liked that one. I wish it was like there was times where I wish I could have just played some of the like story missions as like the main characters and not just like as my custom character.
Right.
But it was I think they did a pretty great job with like those games. The fighting style was always cool. I always kind of found that it was more tedious just kind of like flying around like the open world portion of it.
Mhm.
And I'm just like zipping around and I'm like, yeah, man, I honestly I'd be fine if you were just like, this is the next, part, like made me like a little cutscene and then we just went into the next thing. Like I'm cool with not having to fly over the city and stuff, but
Right.
it was kind of cool to be able to like collect everything that you like to kind of like build your own, character. Um, some of the things that were driving me crazy though was like some of them were like a grind. So like if you wanted to
Oh
get
yeah.
like if you wanted to get like the ability to go like Super Saiyan 3 or something, you're like, "Oh yeah, dude, I got to play this one mission with like a 25% drop or something like that." And you're like, "Yeah, I got to keep doing it." Or you had to get like a certain something rate or you had to do a certain thing or
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
weird. And I was like, "Just let me play it real on like a hard difficulty or something and then get it."
Right.
But it was good. I like those. I like the Dragon Ball Z games. The only one that I've had a weird experience with is I think it was like 2 games ago. It was whatever that like Mortal Kombat looking style one, but it was like
Oh, Z Fighter.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There was a
Yeah,
lot of people who really liked it. It wasn't for me.
nah, I didn't like that one either because
Yeah.
it wasn't it wasn't the same to where like they was doing good with like the Budokai series, and then
Yeah.
like they came with that, and it was just kind of like, okay. Like even the Rage and Blast series was kind of good.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. Then they switched it up to like a Mortal Kombat style, and I was like, nah, I don't really like that.
Yeah, I don't know if that was just like out on a whim that they were like, "Oh, this is going to be super awesome." Um and I've seen it go to like conventions, I've seen the tournaments, I've seen like it goes big, but man, it didn't feel like Dragon Ball Z. Like it was this character, it was the same characters, but it's like it didn't feel like Dragon Ball Z to me. It's
Right.
especially when you were putting like Gold Frieza up against like I don't know Krillin or whatever, and then Krillin's just absolutely wrecking house, and you're like, yeah, I mean, come on now, like really, like
Yeah, bro.
what are you gonna do? Throw Yamcha in there and tell me that Yamcha wins? Get out of
Nah,
here! I don't want to hear about it. Not
man.
not happening. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, we got a lot of really good games coming out this year that I'm super excited to like dive into. Um, it's gonna be I think it's gonna be one hell of a end of a year for streamers, especially with like the new games coming out. I think we're at a point now where like streaming is become a lot more normalized. It's not. I remember like years and years and years ago when I first heard about like the whole streaming thing, especially like when like Ninja started like becoming like a big thing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about? And it was like, oh, so you're telling me that on your free time you sit down and you watch somebody play a game, or then you get those who are like reviewing streamers. So you're like, oh, okay, now you're watching somebody watch somebody play a game. You know what I mean? And I was like, I just don't get it. Like it didn't get it. And then like years later, I think it was like 2020 or something, and everything's gone to shit. And so I'm like, oh, I wanna check out these games.
Yeah.
It's 2020. Money gets tight, so I'm like, I can't buy like every game that I want to play. And so then I was like, all right, well, Twitch it is. And I go to Twitch and I started watching, these guys play the games, and I was like, oh, this actually makes a lot more sense. Like I get the watching the stream perspective.
Mhm.
And now that I've become a streamer, I'm like, I wish I did this years ago. Like this
Yeah.
is the best. Like a complete 180 on my opinion of all this.
Yes, yes,
Like
that's how it is. Like a lot of people, like my friend, he would tell me all the time, "Man, you better make a Twitch account. You better start streaming." I'm like, bro, like ain't nobody gonna watch me stream or nothing like that. So he was like, "Nah, just make one." So I decided to, make one out. Started with Madden. I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm pretty decent at this." Then I started doing Call of Duty, and that's when I really started to get like people to join in, and I always get laughed at because people used to be like, "Man, when you first started playing, you was ass, and all you used to do was rage," and I'm like. Yeah, I still rage because they be
yeah,
cheating. So,
yeah. I still read. I'm just better at it. Like
yeah,
it's yeah.
yeah. So it's a good thing though, man.
Yeah, 100%. And it's I think it's only getting better from here.
Right.
And now you've been at it for a while. You've got, I mean, I would assume you're a lot more confident in, what you're streaming now and how everything works now.
Of course.
Um and the best part is from here on out, like it's only going to grow, you know. Um and I think that like if you were to say like find somebody who, or say like there's somebody listening to this right now, right, and they've wanted to create content, or they've wanted to stream, or something to this matter, but they're not quite at the point yet where they think that they could do it, what would be your advice to someone in that position? Or part two to that, if you were to go back to your younger self, what advice would you give yourself?
Um, the advice I would give somebody who's just starting off: take the risk. Take it day by day. Don't have it in your mindset that you're going to fail. You have to start somewhere. You're already
Absolutely.
you're already at the bottom. There's nowhere else to go but to the top. Just keep going, keep making your content, you know what I'm saying? Keep growing your community. Um, just be and most importantly, be yourself. That's the main thing. Be yourself. Don't act a certain way just to get people to come view your stream. Don't
100%.
don't don't do all that. That like just be yourself, have fun with it, grow your community. Like the best people you're gonna meet is strangers from all around the globe. And part two to that, if I was talking to my younger self, rest, be more be more confident. Post
Yeah.
more. Post more. Like edit it and post more. That's what I would tell myself. Post more.
Nice. Post more to like social media?
Yeah, post more to social media. Post your content more. Like make your clips more. Like anything funny, anything amazing, big or small, clip it, send it to social media.
That's really good advice actually. I'm struggling that like now. I want to. I need to make more clips. But sometimes, like in when I'm having the stream, I'm like, oh, that was a good stream. I enjoyed that. And then like the next day or so, or maybe like a couple days later or something, I go back and I try to find those clips in the show or in the stream, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't feel as funny as I remember it or something. And then like I start talking myself out of making it a clip, and it gets to a point where now I've just been like, I can't make my own clips. So I'm like, if you're watching, like clip it. And if you think it's funny, like I'll feature it on the page. But like other than that, like it's gotten to the point where I've it's that like imposter syndrome, where I'm like, nobody wants to see my stuff, And so like
Yeah.
that is great advice, and it's advice that I probably should take.
Yeah, because like like tonight, I'll stream tonight, and then like I'll make clips with my PlayStation, catch that moment right then and there, upload it, and I download it, and it'll just be like, oh man, I forgot to post that clip. I'll post it another time. And it's just like the more you procrastinate, the more you're not gonna post it.
Yep.
And then that same clip that you was supposed to post, somebody will post it and it'll blow up. And it'll be like, oh man, like I thought of that first. So whatever idea comes to your head, do it. Just go ahead, do it, edit it, review it, and then be like, okay, then post it.
Yeah, dude. 100%. I think you nailed it. And that is a fantastic like set of advice to go by. And I think it is a struggle to be able to do the streaming sometimes. But also it is unbelievably rewarding. It is fun. And like that's the bottom line, at least for me. Like it's fun. When this whole thing stops being fun, I don't need viewers to play a video game. Like I don't need a camera to play a video game. Like it's
right.
I can just play a video game,
Right.
So when like all this stops being fun for me, that's when I'll stop doing it.
All right.
But until then, I'm gonna have a blast. And I'm gonna keep doing it,
Of course.
That's what it's at. Oh man. So you think it'd be streaming all the way into your 90s?
Hopefully.
Yeah, right? I want to. I think it'd be cool. There's a whole there's a couple people I've seen out there that would be like the gaming grandma or something. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I'll click on it. I'm like, dang, I get it. Like, yeah, I would love to be that. I want to be like, 85 years old, sitting on my rocking chair, big old headphones on,
just playing video games,
playing Black Ops 12, like. Yeah, it'll be a good time. Oh man. Well, we got a lot of really cool games coming out for 2024. We got some great announcements going out for 2025. I think we're approaching the gaming era where I think games have kind of started to get their stuff together. I think we are still battling probably one of the biggest issues that I have in the gaming industry altogether, which is it's a touchy subject for a lot of gamers, but I mean, if you don't agree with me, I would love for someone to explain the opposite, perspective. But we got to stop putting out games that are incomplete and then expecting us to pay more money to complete the game. Yeah. Okay. All right. There we go.
Man, listen, like Jesus Christ. Yes.
It is driving me crazy. I want to rage so bad about it, and it's out of our hands. We got to stop.
Like I don't get it. Like I think RDC made like a little skit about this, like how gaming companies want you, like they'll put out a game and like they made a little parody of it. Like they want you to buy the versus mode, or they want you to buy this DLC one, then the DLC two, three, four, all that. Even that's just like even with the Kakarot, the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Like, oh my gosh, I gotta buy the DLC to go Super Saiyan God. Then months later they're coming out with the one, oh I gotta go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. And it's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Like
dude. It is unbelievable. There's a big one going on right now with the brand new Star Wars game coming out. Is something Star Wars Rogue, I think is what it's called. I don't remember.
okay.
But it's a big like controversy thing going on right now where the game's not even out yet. We got one gameplay trailer, but the audacity to present a game, the base game, standard edition is going to be full price, 65 or $60 or $70, whatever the standard game's going to be. But they're also releasing the deluxe and ultimate edition. But the thing that drives us crazy, and on one of the previous episodes, we went off about it. It was I actually got like angry on the show. It was pretty nuts. But the standard edition is going to be like $60 or $70. The next, the deluxe edition's like $100 or something, or $90 or $100, and that just comes with like some cosmetic stuff and like one mission maybe. But then the ultimate edition stands at $130 for just 2 missions and a cosmetic outfit. And so
No, crazy.
I'm sitting here and I'm thinking like, so you're telling me just without, like, if we took all of the other stuff away, what you're telling me and what you're presenting to the world for this game is that, hey, I'm going to give you the I'm going to give you the game, but I'm going to keep 2 missions out of it. And then if you pay the same price that you would pay for the standard edition, again, we'll complete the game for you. And I'm like,
Nah.
what are you talking about? Like,
Nah.
who thought this was going to be a brilliant idea? You think everybody out there is going to be dropping $130 for an incomplete game just to complete it? Like, no, dude, what are you
Hell
doing?
no. No.
Yeah, and I'm seeing it more and more and more in games. At least with like Call of Duty, they will have like packs that will come out, but most of the time, it is skins. It's just
Yeah.
extra decals and stuff for your weapons. Except for that big like thing came out, like, what was it, like 2 games ago or something? It was like the Dragon Breath shotgun or something that basically when it came out, it was like the world's most OP shotgun ever.
Oh
And
yeah.
and they definitely made a lot of money off of that one, but it was like somebody messed up somewhere along the line. I'm telling you, these are the things that it keeps me up at night. It's all I can think about. It's like, why are we doing this to our consumers? But I don't know. I
But
digress.
that's mostly companies just trying to make extra money, knowing people are anticipating, knowing people are going to be like, man, I hope they come with a DLC for this, or I hope they come with a different pack for that. Like that's how nowadays a lot of companies are getting like the consumer, bro. So it's like, because honestly, when I played Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, I was like, man, oh man, I can't get Super Saiyan God or this and
Yeah,
the fifth. I'm like, man, I hope they do something, and then they come out with a DLC for $20, and then
yeah,
they come out with another one with the Bardock, and honestly, after that, I was just like, no, I'm not playing for the Bardock story. I'm playing
yep,
for the Goku story. I'm playing, for the Tournament of Power. I want to go Ultra Instinct. I want to
yeah,
do all that. So it's like I'm not gonna keep paying for stuff that y'all should already have included into the game.
1,000%. That
Or maybe
1,000%. I think the only one that the only game that I've seen so far that has probably done the DLCs right. And I would even say like two games that I've seen that do this right. Spider-Man because when they put the DLC out for Spider-Man, it was like, and I'm talking like the 2018 Spider-Man, when there was like the whole like character change or whatever, but like they put out the whole game, and the whole game like to complete took like a solid like 60-70 hours and stuff. But when you bought the DLC, it wasn't like, hey, here's some extra suits, for Spider-Man. This was like a whole extra additional part of the game, and it was only like $20 for like a significant, maybe like 20 to 30 hours more of gameplay.
Right.
And you're like, that is something that did like super well. Or like Elden Ring, it's been a couple years, but they put out that DLC, and it was like, yeah, it was like $60, but it was a whole game.
Right.
They called it a DLC, but it was a whole addition to the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Other than that,
yeah. Yeah. Cause when Spider-Man came out, like that whole game in itself was fun.
yeah,
And it's like I felt like there was something like that was like missing out of it. Like, man, there needs to be more to this. And so like you said, when they added the DLC to that, okay, they did that right. So that's what they needed to do, like added more onto the storyline. Because, everybody knows Spider-Man got countless enemies, and it's good to experience that. Even when like the I don't know if you played the Arkham Knight series.
yeah, buddy.
When they added the DLCs to that, and now instead of one, you already have your main story, like your main stories and different like side mission side stories. Now you getting like 6 more stories added on to it, and it's like, okay, like, all right, I like this. Like that's
Yeah.
these DLCs are fine, but paying $130, nah, bro, nah.
Yeah, it's not even something that I'm even thinking about. Like, it's not in my wheelhouse. Like, in fact, when a game drops and it says like, hey, we'll give you the whole game, or you can pay double for all of the content, the first thing that goes through my mind is, I'm not playing your game. I don't care if it looks amazing or if it's the most fire thing that I have played ever. If you're double charging me for absolutely no reason, I'm not playing your game. I'm not giving into it.
Right.
But that's my rant. Hey, as we like to do at the end of every episode, I like to fully leave the floor completely open to allow you the opportunity to really promote anything and everything that you want to promote. Where we can find you streaming, where we can find your social medias to follow and such. And then at the end of when our recording is done, at some point, if you can send me those links, and then I will make sure that they go at the in the description at the bottom of every episode.
Y'all can find me on Twitch, Kingsgaming352. I actually just started a YouTube channel. So
Nice.
Kingsgaming_352. Same as, for TikTok. And I'm also on Kick. It's all gonna be Kingsgaming352. I'm all gonna have the same logo. Gonna have me in the blue, Kings Gaming, with a PlayStation controller and the crown. I just hope when you come by, you come in, we can get our laugh on. Give me 90 seconds. That's all I need. Either you gonna get mad, you gonna cry, you gonna laugh, or you gonna leave out happy. Cause yeah, on my stream, you never know what's gonna happen, who's gonna say what. Ain't no telling. But come on and come by and join with me.
I love that, dude. Yeah, everyone go check them out. Give them 90 seconds.
90 seconds. That's all I need.
That's all you need. Also, I forgot to completely comment on this earlier. Your logo is dope. I that is a good logo. Like, that's when I created mine's like whatever, just clip art stuff I could throw together to make sense. But like, yours looks like an actual professional logo. I like it. Absolute props to you. Well done.
I don't gatekeep. Listen, I don't gatekeep. Fiverr.
Fiverr?
Maybe a nice, maybe a
I'm writing
nice
it down.
logo for like $10-15.
Hell yeah, dude. Nice.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I've been using Placeit, and I like it, but it seems too open. Like a lot of the stuff's very generic, which isn't bad. You know, it was really really good for like, you know, me as a starter. But I think like as I do this longer, I want to kind of make more my stuff more unique, like yours is. Whereas like mine is it's just a like I'm Phoenix, so it's just it's a you know it's a big ass Firebird. It doesn't really get any more detailed than that. You know, it's like whatever.
Right.
Hey, thank you so much for being on the show today. This was awesome. I really enjoyed this.
Yes.
And you know, I can't wait for this episode to go out, and you know, our viewers can you know, come check your stuff out. If you want to check out myself or the show, you can find us on Instagram at Phoenix Stewart. You can find the show on Instagram at Who What Now Pod. You can also find us on TikTok at Who What Now Pod. And if you want to check us out while streaming, we are also on Twitch at Phoenix Stewart. All links from myself and Kings Gaming will be all in the description below. So please go check that out. If you are listening, awesome. If you do want to check out the video edition of the episode, it will be up on YouTube at Who What Now Gaming. Other than that, I believe that you know, this was just super awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, sir.
And as we always close out, thank you everybody for listening. Go outside, look up at the sky, feel the sun on your face, hug a tree, high five a squirrel, and we will catch you on the next one.